All right, so let's take a look at our questions from yesterday. We are going to be looking at looks like we are going to be looking at question 2 and 3 to check. I'm going to have you upload question 1 and 4 today. Okay, those are what you're uploading, questions 1 and 4. And so that takes us to going over question 2 and 3. Those should be in your journal, so it shouldn't be a large jump for us to do that. Question 2 says, when Jonas is hurt on the sled, the giver refuses to give him medication, and why? So when Jonas is hurt, the reason that the giver refuses to give him medication is because it's against the rules. He is only allowed to request medication for injuries or things that are not related to his training. And actually on page 138, my evidence is, but Jonas remembered the rules. No medication for anything related to his training. And so that's why the giver refused it. It wasn't because he was trying to be just evil or mean. He knew that it was something that he was not allowed to do. Let's look at 3. It says, at the beginning of the story, a plane flew over the community. How would the community have responded differently if there were no trained receiver of memory? I feel that if there was no trained receiver of memory for the elders to consult with, that they would have shot down that plane, and because they would not have given it the time needed for that pilot to self-correct. He just made a mistake. And on page 141 it says, but how did you know? How did you know the pilot was lost? I didn't. I used my wisdom from the memories. I knew that there had been times in the past, terrible times, when people had destroyed others in haste, in fear, and had brought about their own destruction. So he knew that in the past, that when he talks about they did things in haste, he means that they did it too quickly, that they didn't wait and think it through. So he wanted the elders to give it a moment and to wait, and let's see what happens. And so that's what he's talking about. All right, so you're going to upload questions 1 and 4 for me. And I want you to take a look. Yeah, let's just do that today. I'll see you back in a moment.